Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another coaching session. Today we're going to be doing a Vladimir top session. The client is messaging me right now, so they're ready to go. Just been waiting for them to get ready. So yes, as usual, if you do like the style of coaching you see in these videos, take a look down in the description. You'll see a link to my Fiverr page, and there you'll see my 3 packages I have available. You've got your basic package, which is just a VOD review that won't be streamed or recorded. If you do want to be on stream or on the YouTube channel, you can buy the standard package, which is what you'll see in these videos. And if you want, you can buy the premium package. The premium package will give you 4 standard packages over 4 weeks, and you'll get that for the price of 3. So a nice little discount for buying in bulk, if you do choose to do that. So yes, we're going to be looking at some Vladimir today. Hopefully, I would imagine a lot of this is going to be laning phase stuff, since we just have the 1 session. What I want to do is watch a live game, find out where I think the biggest areas for improvement are, focus on that in the review, play another live game, focus on it in the review again, and then we'll maybe demonstrate some stuff in customs, perhaps. We'll have to see how it goes. So yes, let me call the client, and we'll see how it goes.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. I am good.
Good, good.
Yeah. Sorry about the delays, to be honest.
No,
I
no
was kind of
problems.
busy for like the last week, so
Yeah, me too. And then
yeah.
I had time last night, and then something came up, so
Yeah,
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 it's just
that's
a bit
no
awkward.
problem. Yeah.
Anyway, we're here now. How are you feeling?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never like done like I guess I never like got a coach for like anything really, so kind of like a first time experience
Okay,
type
cool,
of
cool.
thing. So
Um,
I just thought like because normally when I play games I normally just it's like trial and error.
yeah,
So but for League, it's just like because the games are so long, I don't really play that much. So I think it's easier for me to just learn from someone who's like already done it for years or whatever.
okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So
So
that's why. Yeah.
one thing I wanted to ask you is, did you find me through Fiverr or through my YouTube or Discord?
Well, I was basically looking for coaching,
Okay,
and um, I would say I went through Fiverr and then went through your YouTube,
okay,
and I
cool.
was watching. I watched some of your I watched like the Nasus game.
Okay.
It was the one with the vein one.
Oh right, yeah.
So
Oh god,
yeah, yeah, I watched
that
that
was
one.
certainly something.
Yeah, but it was it didn't for me. It didn't matter if you lost or not. It was just like the way you one lane basically
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the start basically. So, but for
So
me, oh, okay, no,
no, you carry on.
no, I was just saying like for me, I'm not like I think I'm okay at the game. I'm just very like very like narrow-minded of how I play. I just don't know when to like join with the team or
Okay.
whatever. I kind of just like split push, win the game by myself because I only play. So I used to play support,
Yeah.
but I gave up on that because there's no way I can ever win. So I just started playing like just late game champs that, if anything, I can somehow carry the game if I need to.
Okay.
So
I like having that late game insurance. That's good.
yeah,
So
that's how I think anyway.
since it's just the 1 session, the first thing I would always like to do is just watch you play a game. And by doing that, I want to get you to talk as much as possible. And then I can
Okay.
figure out what the best, like, I want to find the biggest area for improvement so we can focus on that
Yeah,
since we've just got
sure.
the 1 session.
So I don't know if it matters what hero I play, but I just like I realized like Vladimir is very
Yeah.
for me Vladimir is not it's a bit too hard for me to like CS right. So I just started playing Gwen. I don't know if that makes any difference,
I
but
could, yeah, we can change it to Gwen. That's fine.
yeah, yeah. I just been playing like maybe it's just like I've only played like 2 games of Gwen, but I feel like it's easier to CS with Gwen than Vladimir because
Okay.
it's just like harder for me to
Yeah, we'll go with Gwen
farm.
then.
Okay, that's cool. I don't know if that changes anything. So, do I just screen share with you or?
Yeah, if you just screen share as you're loading into the game.
Yeah,
Um,
sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna do something on stream really quickly.
Oh, I have a fucking low priority. Okay. Well, that's kind of sad, but
That's all right. I've got time. I'm changing the
yeah.
thumbnail from Vlad to Gwen.
Yeah. Just so you know, this is not because I AFK, because I rage quit. It was because I had to help my dad, so I had to leave the game. It was kind of sad, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, life happens. It happened to me
Yeah,
yesterday when we were gonna be
yeah.
doing the session.
And my dad was like, he was telling me, I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just finishing this game. I was like, I can't finish it now, so I gotta just leave. So that was kind of sad, but I hope I play well, and then the game I'm gonna play now. I'm just wondering if you can see it or not, but if you can't, just tell me.
Let's see. Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. Because sometimes when I screen share, sometimes my friend can't see it. I don't know why, but yeah. But how's your day
Oh,
been?
it's working for me. Yeah, pretty good so far.
Good. Yeah, good, good.
Just had a cup of tea and some Maryland cookies, so
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
not
That's a
too bad at all.
that's a chill day for a Sunday, isn't it? Really.
It is, yeah. Back to work tomorrow. Proper work.
Mhm. What got you into League anyway? Do you know?
My cousin, I think. I used to play a lot of
Mm.
WoW, and I think in like 2013, my cousin was at a barbecue at my house, and
Ah,
he just said, "Oh, I've been playing this new game called League of Legends," and I was like, "All right, I'll download it. When you get home, I'll
yeah,
download it and we'll play it together." And then played League of Legends, and the rest is
yeah.
history.
Well, you got addicted to it.
Yeah, very much
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Okay, the thumbnail has been changed to Gwen. Perfect.
Cool.
Right, now I can put your screen share on the screen. There we go.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't lag or anything. It should be okay for me anyway.
It looks okay for now. Oh, I forgot to open
Yeah.
my pen. Go. All right. So, from your perspective, what do you feel like is going wrong in your games?
Well, but early game. Because I've been playing only Vladimir, I've only got like one experience with one champ, so it's hard
Okay.
for me to say. But I think it depends on like maybe it's just like the champ wasn't right for me or something. But I say my early game is the weakest, and it sounds stupid, but like my late game is like the weakest as well. Even though I'm playing like late game champs, it's just weak because I don't really know. Like when I see people group, I don't know if it's proper to group or just you know just like get myself ahead of my opponent basically.
Okay.
Because I always like look at the fight and I'm like it's not right, but it could have been right if I got like a couple kills. I think it would be worth it. But for me, I would never choose the option of like losing minions or getting potential kills. Like it's guaranteed kill. Was it guaranteed minions for me, or I go in and I basically win the like get kills, or I just die and get myself even more behind that I am.
Okay. I think what we'll try to do, game plan wise, is we'll create a pretty simple game plan to start, but it's going to allow
Okay.
you to keep your farm high while also being in the grouped fights. We're gonna try and do both.
Okay. Cool.
So we'll look at how to do that, because you don't want to be
Sure.
dropping farm to go and fight as a top laner.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
ideal.
Exactly.
You want to be setting your side lane up in a way where you can collect the farm and then go fight, and then when you come back to the side lane, there's going to be a big wave for you to collect again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll look at that. We're probably going to look quite a lot at laning phase, because that's kind of like
Yeah.
it
Also,
sets the pace of the whole game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I for me, I don't really fight the opponent. I don't know if that's like, it's probably a bad thing, but like I always, of course, I always prioritize CS, but I never even touch the enemy. Like, unless it's like guaranteed kill, I don't even like bother like doing all the like, when he's like trying to hit a minion.
Yeah.
I'm just too scared to even like touch him because I'm scared if the jungle is around, it's
Okay.
done. Like I lose my lane, and I'm not playing like a champ that can like fight from behind. Like all my champs are like, I need items to even like do something type
Yeah.
of deal.
Okay. We'll definitely be looking at avoiding being ganked. We'll definitely be looking at trading
Hmm.
and setting up kills because that's very important to
Oh,
laning.
just wondering, can you see my screen or no?
I can, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Okay. As for matchups on Gwen, there's not too much. I think
I just
you can
I
ban
just ban
whatever you
like,
want, really.
yeah, I just ban champs that are like I don't think people will pay like Aatrox or something like that. So I don't really ban it unless it's like, or like the other champ I ban is Fiora, but and I don't really ban anything like that's difficult for people to play basically.
Okay. I would kind of recommend while you're learning
Yep.
to ban something you struggle with that isn't in top lane, because then you can just learn all the matchups. You're not like banning one out constantly.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So for example, if I was playing Gwen,
Hmm.
what's something that Gwen might struggle into? Mm,
Like Fiora or
honestly,
something.
she's pretty flexible. But if I was playing
Yeah.
like Riven, right, I might ban Lulu because it's or Poppy. Even though
Okay.
they don't. Well, Poppy does go in top lane actually, but even though Lulu isn't in top lane, it's just hard to play the game as Riven if Lulu's in the game. Stuff
Yep.
like that. Right. Shortly, we will see what matchup we're playing, and then I'd like to get
Yeah.
your sort of thoughts on the champion that you're playing against and what's going through your head as you load in against different champs.
Cool.
Okay,
Mordekaiser.
Mordekaiser.
I think it'll be as simple. Just I think so. I think it's a simple
Yeah,
matchup.
it's pretty simple.
Just dodge. I mean, I say just dodge his Q and E, but you know, I mean, that's
Who
his main like damage, and besides, also his passive or whatever, his little ring thing. Forgot what it's called though.
who do you think gets push in this matchup?
Um, Probably him.
Yeah,
He has AOE.
he
I mean,
does.
I have AOE, but it's not like better than his. He's got ignite. He has enough TP. so he's trying to all in me, I would say.
Okay. What's the downside of not having TP?
What's the downside? Well, he can't group very easily,
Okay.
and he's very. I mean, I would say he can't. If he dies, he basically loses a lot
Mm-hmm.
for a mistake. He can't reset as well. Like he can't reset for health
Yep.
and stuff like that. I would say as well, but yeah, but he can all in me. So basically, level 1, 2, 3, I say. It's scary because he can still. I mean, it's not like he can't one shot me. Um,
Okay.
oh,
He just ignored you?
oh, he went for the fight. Oh well, I don't know if this is it. No, this is not a good fight, right? There's no way.
No. Definitely not.
Okay, he got first blood. That's so ridiculous. Okay, come on. Okay, no, no, but can he even reset? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I should have fought him.
No, I don't think so. I think he wins level 1, so if you fought him, he would just kill you.
He used pot. Yeah. Well. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. He took a turret shot.
Okay, I'm just doing a lot of watching at the minute.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I actually think you're in quite a good position here.
I mean, this guy could be ganked, kind of.
He could be, but even if he wasn't, it wouldn't
Uh,
make too much of a difference. Try to think about what we were talking about in loading screen and what you have that he doesn't have.
yep. Oh, maybe shoot back. Is it even worth it though? I don't even know.
No, I would push this just to give you a hint.
Okay. Oh my. What happened?
Nice. Now, as long as you live, you're chilling.
Oh
Ah, unlucky.
fuck.
It's still good for you though.
Oh no.
I just focus on buying AP on Gwen.
Okay. Oh my god.
You can just TP in. Watch what happens if you push this next wave as fast as you can.
Um.
You're gonna try and hit as many minions as possible with the
Yeah.
Q when you're
Yeah.
doing this. Okay, yeah, that should be quick enough. That's good. Okay, what do you think you should do now?
Back.
Yeah, looks fine.
I can't get it. Oh. Oh.
Okay, that's a good death to look into why it happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so far there's quite a lot we can learn from this game. It's quite good. So, for Gwen as a champion, what are you trying to achieve during the lane-in phase?
not die,
Okay.
and I try to get as much like basically like I want good CS and don't die because I know if anything I'll do well late game.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so ordinarily this would be a really rough situation, right? You're kind of shoved
Mm.
under your tower and you feel like you need to base. But we have teleport and he doesn't. Now, unfortunately, you got dove, but oh, wait, maybe. Okay, well that
Okay.
worked out well.
Yep.
Well played. Now you can just base and teleport. Teleport's so nice to have.
Yeah. Do I buy boots? I
No,
don't
I
know.
would I would just keep buying AP on Gwen.
Okay. Yep.
You feel confident fighting the enemy Mordekaiser right now?
Oh no,
Okay.
definitely not.
I can think of three things that would make it so that you could, if you had all three of them at the same time, you could probably fight them. You know what they are?
Oh, ignite
Yeah.
probably, and I don't know what the third one would be. Maybe like her passive or something. I don't know.
I was just thinking complete your item. Because
Oh,
components
okay.
are really weak and items are
Yeah,
really strong.
I also thought maybe it's just like an item, but
Yeah.
I
If you
don't think
finish
I'm
if you
close
finish
enough.
your Nash's, I mean he's got a full completed item already, so maybe not. But a lot of if you play Ignite top, a lot of the time you're really looking to fight on your Ignite cooldown and then
Mm.
not so much when it's off cooldown because it's such a short
Yep.
cooldown that I mean you used it on that dive, right? And it's already nearly back up.
Yep.
You get very clear windows as to where you want to fight. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, he had ignite as well. Yeah, that was definitely not a good fight.
It was a good trade. It was just as soon as you turned it into
Yeah,
a fight,
I
you
should.
used
Yeah,
everything and then you continued. And from
yeah.
there it was bad, but the trade was good. I think you got like 60% of his health for free. Is there a when you say that you're looking to um survive and CS through lane, is there a specific breakpoint that you're aiming for?
Um, yeah, like if I was playing Vladimir, it would be like 3 items.
Okay.
But for Gwen, I don't know. Probably like the same three items.
Yeah.
But even then, though, even if I do have those items, I don't know what I'm doing with them.
Okay.
Kind of.
I think 3 is pretty reasonable for both of them. I mean, they both work with 2. I think you can go for 2, but they are very strong at 3. But I think they come online at 2, really.
Okay.
There you go. Ult ignite an item, and you win. Oh, maybe
What?
not. It was
Oh,
close.
oh, and he doesn't die. Uh,
And I think if you played it even 1% better, I think you would win. So I think that's a good fight to go for, and it's good to take fights like these to practice them.
yeah.
That's another good thing for us to look at. Now we have like a specific fight that I think we should have won. We can look at it, see why we lost, and then next time you're in that position, you'll think, oh, I'll play it like this time.
All right. He's not here. Mm. What?
She's never gonna kill you. Do you have like an in-game time that you would say you generally get to like 2 items or 3 items and so on?
I would say, well, yeah, I don't check that. No,
Okay,
I don't really check that.
no, it's fine. Do you have a plan as for what was your goal right now?
2 items.
Okay.
Just not.
Do you have like a proactive goal as for anything you want to achieve other than just surviving until 2 items?
Um, no, no, not really.
I mean, it looks like you do. Like, what my goal would be is exactly what you're doing right now. I would want to get this tower.
Yeah.
It's so having this tower is very, very good for the game because now what you can do is
Oh, he
exactly what
stole it.
you've just done. You push the wave all the way down there, and now you can just roam around because there's nothing to do in top lane unless you can get the T2 turret, which maybe you can try to get. But a lot
Um,
of the time you can't get this. But otherwise, the great thing, it's a good thing that there's nothing to do, right? It just means you can walk around the map and do something else.
yeah. Normally I still push because I think that I'd rather have I'd rather just take the wave. So I just think about the wave a lot, to be honest. If anything.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you're starting to look pretty strong.
Oh, he's here.
What I think is promising is that your last hitting is pretty good, and your control of your character is pretty good. And it's mostly like conceptual stuff missing, which is quite easy to teach. But I think if we go into the review and we teach these concepts and then you're able to apply them, I think it will end up going quite well for you. Because a lot of the stuff that's harder to teach, which just requires practice, like mechanics and last hitting, you're already fairly good at.
Oh, he missed. Okay. I don't know about that one. Okay.
For example, I don't think there's too many players in your rank that, while losing lane, would have 170 CS at 20 minutes. That's
Yeah.
that's fairly high for a losing lane.
Ah, I think I'm dead. Oh, maybe not. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, he
Oh,
flashed. Yeah, there's no way. I didn't know he had flash on him as well.
yeah, your movement now is pretty solid as well.
Yeah. I'll just say what I was thinking. I think I was trying to ult,
Yeah,
try to get my third ult,
yeah,
so I can burst down Mordekaiser and
yeah.
then go in for um the other one. What's the this guy?
That sounds pretty
Because
reasonable, yeah.
I know Jin will one shot me because of his fucking passive or whatever. And I was like, there's no way I'm actually gonna fight that guy.
think
So I just chose. I just chose that option.
you need to move into Mordekaiser and Vi to try and kill them, and then once your W came back up, then you could play the game
Do
away
it,
for
yeah.
winners.
Hmm.
If your W was not on cooldown, it would have been a lot easier for you to play, because then you don't have to worry about Jin.
Yeah. Oh, he's taking that CS. I mean, oh my god. Oh wait, what? I forgot that actually worked like that.
Ooh.
Okay.
We had a couple more items, I think everyone dies.
Yeah. So stuff like this, right? I just panic. I don't know what I'm doing, so I just press every button at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like when it's good, I do well, but when it's bad, I don't know what I'm doing. If you
Okay.
understand. So that's like I mean that's a prime example. Like I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just like kill someone because if I don't, I'll lose this game. Type of a deal.
I mean, that is the situation you're in, to be fair. I agree.
Yeah, yes. But
Um,
like if I didn't kill Mordecai, I think we would have just lost right then or something.
I would try to just stay calm and play the fights that, like, it's weird because it's like under pressure, right? But you were also under pressure the couple of times when you were being dove, and you played those fine.
Yeah.
Just try and keep a level head and just play the way you think is best. And if it doesn't work, then maybe think about a different way you could have played it. But
Yeah, I mean, I can't really fight them.
they're kind of just slapping you with their wallets at this point, to be honest. They're
Yeah.
just a lot more fed than you are. That's fine. There's so much good stuff to look at in this game. So yeah,
Oh well.
I'll take a look and we'll go over a bunch of stuff.
All right.
What is your in-game name?
Uh, why is Joey Atlas? Uh,
Okay.
I don't know if does it matter if it's capitals.
I don't
I'll
think
just
so.
type it. I'll just type it into the like
What about the little?
Discord. Just type it in Discord.
Okay. What about the little tag after? Have you got that?
Hashtag 34344.
34344. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Match history. Let me share my screen now. Okay. We'll download this game.
Cool.
I mean, you said you're finding it difficult to CS on Vladimir, but it doesn't look like it in these games. Like you're 286 at 31.
Yeah, it just
13 at
gets easy.
26.
Well, it just gets easier because I farm like that's the thing. Like I have good CS there, but that's just because I do nothing but farm.
Okay.
Like I don't even like I think I've in those like 2 games, you'll probably see like me joining like 2 fights the entire game with like 3-4 items because I don't know.
Okay. We'll start by looking at lane phase. Okay. Level 1 is very simple because a lot of the time it's just going to be they have a spell and you have a spell. Okay?
Yep.
So I liked what you were doing here. This is good. This is what I would do. I would wiggle on the edge of his Q range. I don't know if you're doing that on purpose. To try to dodge his Q.
Yeah, probably.
Here, what I would do, my clicks here, if I'm making it look like I want to hit the minion, I would probably walk in and then walk like this to try to dodge this Q that's coming like this. But if you just walk in, you're definitely going to get hit by a Q, like this.
Okay, yep. Yeah.
Once you get hit by this Q, you have to leave, otherwise he's going to get his passive.
It's just not worth it. Okay, cool.
He's going to get his passive and start smacking you.
Yep.
Okay. What you're looking to do is have it. That was good. You got a Q for free. I don't want to overcomplicate it too much, but it's good that you're getting the last hits. Okay, first thing I guess we should talk about before we go any further. How much do you know about wave management? How much do you know about what the minion wave's going to do?
Right now it's gonna push.
Yeah.
Like into me. Yep.
Okay.
I know. Yeah. It's gonna push into me. Just because the wave. I think it's because I didn't take that many. I was last hitting. He was just pushing. So it's gonna obviously like push into me if I'm not even touching it.
What are some different examples? So for example, this wave is slow pushing this way, right? That's what it's doing. What are some other examples of things the wave can do? Obviously, it can slow push this way as well. It can be mirrored. What else can the wave be doing?
Well, it could freeze, like where just above where my bush is.
Like here, yeah, it can freeze.
Yeah.
And then likewise, it can freeze here.
The other side, yeah.
Okay. What else can it be doing?
Hit my tower.
Yeah, it can crash, or it can crash here.
Yep.
What does a crash normally result in? If this wave crashes into this tower,
me losing CS. I don't know. Like
no, you can get all the CS under the tower. That's not.
Yeah, I mean, what happened?
What happens to the wave after it crashes?
Oh, it pushes. Well, it goes back.
It normally starts a slow push the other way. Yeah. We call it a bounce.
Yeah, bounce.
Sometimes though, the wave cannot bounce. Do you know when that is? If it hits the tower and it doesn't bounce?
Like just above like the tower, like just out of range of the tower, right?
No, like it goes into the tower, but it doesn't bounce.
Okay.
It doesn't start a slow
it doesn't
push.
bounce.
Yeah. How could that happen?
No, I don't know.
Okay. If this wave hits the tower and all the minions die before this next wave arrives, then what would happen? If
it'll reset, right? No.
Yeah, it'll just be neutral. That's the other state the lane can be. It can be neutral. It can just be here. Okay. There are 2 factors that can cause a wave to be pushing. You know what they are? So, for example, here we're seeing one of them very clearly.
Yeah.
What's making this wave push?
Just more more minions.
So you've got minion quantity.
Yep.
You got your minion count. What's the other thing that can determine whether a wave pushes? For example, if this wave was to crash into the tower, okay,
Yep.
so the wave is now here, and then you've got 6 minions here and 6 minions here. What's the wave going to do?
Well, it's gonna push into them.
Why is it going to do that?
Well, the tower, isn't it?
Okay, let's say the tower. Let's say it's here. 6 minions here and 6
Okay.
minions here. What's it going to do?
It's gonna. Well, the next wave will be coming.
Yeah.
Is it just okay? Yeah, next wave coming, but my minions already hitting them.
Yep.
And then they're not even arrived yet because it's not in middle.
Yeah, so your next
yeah.
wave is going to get here before their next wave because it's going to come all the way up here. So it's going to push this way.
Yep.
Okay, so the two factors are the position of the wave, like where it meets, like on which which line they're meeting on. So right now, I'd say they're meeting here.
Okay.
So there's the position and there's the minion count. Okay, so a freeze, which you talked about, where let's say the wave is frozen here, right?
Yep.
How can the wave freeze here? What has to happen for the wave to freeze?
The only way I know how to freeze it is by basically having. So I'm basically having my minions kill. Their minions kill my minions. But I'm just last hitting my minions.
Okay.
Their enemy minions. But then if it's like I try to like equal it out, I guess not have it like so like 3 casters. Let's say they have 5 casters, and like two blockers or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And my wave is coming in. I try to like thin the wave so that it's not like just destroying him.
There you go. So to freeze the wave here, you need an excess of 4 minions. So if you have 4 minions left over, and then your 6 come in, and then their 6 come in to make this 10 with these, that will freeze because you've got this 4 minion excess. So a freeze is when the two factors, you've got your minion count and your wave position, it's when they're in equilibrium. So if it's here, you would need an excess of 4. If it's here, you would need an excess of like 3, and then here 2, and then here 1, and then here it's a neutral wave. And it will stay there. You keep it in equilibrium. The most useful one, most people freeze here. You need 4 minions extra to freeze there. So that's what people go. Okay, so you understand most of that. Like, I didn't have to tell you most of that. That's good.
No, yeah.
So since this is pushing into you, right now you're at a big disadvantage because he just hit level 2 and you're level 1. Do you need to fight him to get this CS?
No,
it's going to come to you, right?
Yeah.
Like, here you're doing nothing, and this wave just comes to you. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. I would auto-attack this minion. That's one thing I would say.
Okay.
I would be looking to do, like, I would auto this one, and then I would auto this one, and then I would auto this one again, because the tower's going to shoot it. And then they're all, like, set up nicely. And then you can probably start trying to think about grabbing this one. It's almost like a little puzzle, and you just practice it a lot. CSing under tower, and you get good at it. So if you autoed that once before, then you could, okay, that works. Now you can't really get this one. If you autoed it now, you could maybe auto-E it after the turret shot, because E's an auto reset.
Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but I missed the auto.
Okay, you got most of them. You only missed one. Not bad. And he took a tower shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the wave is pushing away from you, but he might hit it, which would make it push back into you again.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple of other things. You see how he pushes you away by getting level 2 into level 1.
Yeah.
You can't fight that.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is level up timers. This is something very, very important in lane. If you can ever abuse them, it's going to help you a lot. So do you know when your level up timers are? For example, here's the start of the game. So when do we get level 2?
I get level 2 from this wave.
Yep.
And it's like 1 or 2 minions or something like that. I don't know if it's 1 or 2, but I know it's one or the other.
1 melee.
Because I know that support in bot lane, it's the whole wave plus the 3.
Yep.
3. Was it 3?
3 melees.
Frontliners. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 melees. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know this one, so.
Okay, yeah. So in a solo lane, it's just the first melee of the second wave will get you level 2. One thing you can sometimes exploit, this might come up quite a lot, is that since the ranged gives so little XP, you can actually do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and then the first melee of the next wave, and you can just skip this one, and you'll still get level 2.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that actually.
Normally, it's just going to be the first wave plus 1 melee. What about level 3?
No, I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you how many minions.
Okay, so the
I just
second
see
wave
level
comes
3.
in,
Yeah.
and you kill all of the first 2 waves, and then 2 more melees on the third wave. So level 2 is the first wave plus 1, and level 3 is the second wave plus 2.
For level 3, it's 2 waves plus 2 more melees.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay, cool.
a lot of the time, like for example here, he pushes the wave in, right, and it crashes into your turret, and now it's easier for you to hit the wave than him. So this is the first. This is the first 2 waves here. So you're gonna kill the first 2, and then the third one's gonna arrive.
Yep.
So what you can do here is you can look to try and kill 2 minions before him, because then you can get level 3 and you have an advantage.
Yep.
But if he gets 2 minions before you, he's going to get level 3. What I would always at least try to do is get it at roughly the same time, because then you see now he's level 3, and you're going to get level 3 off the next minion. Because then you don't have to... No, you're fine. It was good that you put 2 points in Q. It's good that you know to do that.
Yeah, I just don't think it's too valuable for W right now. It's like long. So
2 more big things for lane are going to be... let's see what he does here. I would try, whenever possible, to last hit with your auto attacks, because he makes not a mistake here, but his Q has an 8-second cooldown at the minute.
Okay.
If you have your Q, you can walk in and Q him now, and then if he tries to E you can just E out. You can basically get a free Q on him every time he doesn't have Q.
Okay.
But because you don't have Q, you can't do it. So if you look, let's see if he does another Q, right? You can just wait for him to use his Q. Okay, we traded Q for Q. Tried to dodge it. Didn't work, but that's fine. A big part of this matchup is going to be dodging his spells with your E.
Yep.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, now this is a situation where you have teleport into Ignite as well.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do in this position is I would just use the fact that my jungler is here, so I've got like some pressure. I would just start hitting the wave like as hard as possible to try and push it, and then I can just back and TP, and then you come back with more items than him and full HP and mana, and he's like down here with no items.
Okay.
And then he's stuck in lane as well because he's playing Ignite. For recalls, I'm just going through a lot of fundamental things with you, right? For recalls, what are some good and bad recalls?
When is good and bad recalls?
Yeah. When do you want to recall?
When there's when your minion wave is pushing to them, like the tower. It's like crashing basically.
Yeah, if you crash a wave, that's a good recall. Why is that a good recall?
Well, you have nothing else to do unless you want a proxy, but like there's no point. So and you get your items and your health back. So I think it's worth trade for a my other option would be just hitting the tower, but unless I have enough damage to get the tower like plate, I won't even bother hitting it. So
yeah, and if you crash a wave, what is the wave gonna do now?
It should bounce back to me, or it should be central.
It'll bounce back. So a lot of the time, what will happen is you'll have a stacked wave around here by the time you come back to lane, and then you've got minions to farm, and it's just good. So the difficulty for Mordekaiser, if you were to manage to push this in and then base and teleport back, with you having more items and full HP, it's going to be hard for him to ever actually crash a wave into your turret. So with TP into Ignite, you can lock people in lane. You can kind of force them to take a bad recall at some point, otherwise they're never going to recall.
Okay.
As long as you don't give them the wave crash. But again, so you could start pushing here. And you had so much time while Maud was chasing Shyvana as well, to just push.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But the main things I would like you to focus on are these level up timers, your
Yep.
understanding of what the waves are doing, and your recall timings.
Okay.
For like big picture things, for little picture things, we are definitely going to look at like trade patterns and abusing windows and his cooldowns and like mechanically how to play the lane.
Yep.
But yeah, those things for now. Okay, I think you kill her, right?
No, yeah, I do.
There we go. Yeah, I don't think there's any real way for you to be out of that. But now you can TP back, right? So now you can TP back and you can just push into him and he's going to lose the wave. Because he's not running teleport. There you go. Okay, one thing that I would say is that this is what you're doing here, where you're walking under their tower and hitting their minions, is completely unnecessary and sometimes will get you killed and will never help you.
Okay.
Once the wave is crashed, these minions will never die. Like, they're going to come back out. You can't miss them because these minions are hitting the tower. They're not hitting these minions.
Oh.
So you can just leave.
I didn't realize that, yeah.
When you crash a wave, this is your time to do something. Okay, so this is when you start thinking of options of things you can do.
Cool.
What can you do as a top laner here if you crash? Let me go back a little to when you do crash the wave. You know what this is called? Like, this wave being crashed and you being able to do stuff?
No, I don't know what's called.
Okay, we call it prio, right? We have top prio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so right now we have top prio. So we have options. Yeah. We can do something. Now, unfortunately, me looking at this right now, I can't see anything to do. So I would probably just wait for the next wave, and that's fine. But sometimes there are things to do. The reason I can't see anything to do is because what are some things that you could do if you have free time as a top laner?
I would ward blue, and I would ward
okay.
Well,
I saw on the minimap that this was already warded, but it's running out. So I guess you could replace this ward. That would actually be good.
I would ward it in that bush. This one, the one
in the bush
above
here?
it. No, the one above. Yeah.
Okay.
I would ward it there.
If you come down here toward this, just take the 5 extra steps, walk into here, and place it here. This is the best ward you can get because this ward shows their blue and their gromp. I think it's actually more like on this little point. It shows this and it shows this. And then you can see both of them, and if their jungler comes in, you can see that where their jungler is.
And I would ward the Herald pit.
Yeah, you could ward the little grubbies.
Yeah.
Going to. If your jungler is here, you can do the grubbies, but they're not spawned yet, so there's no. That's not possible.
Oh, yeah.
There's there's 2 more things you can do. One of them you've already talked about is recall. If you need a recall, but you've just come out of base, so you probably don't need the recall. One more thing you can do in this. So there's go into the jungle, you can like ward it, you can go for the objective, which is this, you could recall, or
stop him from going in.
Maybe if you're like really ahead, but you're not that ahead yet. Something a lot
crab.
simpler.
Crab?
I guess you could try and crab. It's going to take you a while though, because you're not a jungler, you don't have the jungle pet. It's just something really simple that you can do.
Well, I don't know.
You can just try and gank mid. He's not here.
Oh, gank mid. Oh, okay.
He's not here. Yeah. But yeah, if you crash the wave and the enemy mid laner's on your mid laner's turret, you can just walk down and kill him and then walk back up and get your wave again. You don't lose anything for doing that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe you lose like 2 minions, but that's fine. So this is your time to like be doing something else. Hitting this wave, the only reason I would ever actually hit this wave is if you're consciously trying to get level 6 quickly. For something in particular, but I don't think it really matters whether you hit level 6 now or not. This trade is good though. You get a lot of damage onto him. Okay. Now we'll reset though. Okay, so we reset on a pretty good timer here. Unfortunately, he has a lot of wave clear, so it's actually fairly good for him. He's able to push. The trade, you know, we're taking an unnecessary fight and losing health, but that's okay. The concept of recalling after you've crashed a wave was there. Well, that's fine for now.
Cool.
Okay. Now we're at a big point of weakness, though, because here we used our ult, and he didn't use his ult. So we know we're playing no ult against ult.
Yep.
Where do you not want to be when you're...
Where do I not want to be?
Yeah, like in the lane, where is safe and where is dangerous?
The top of the top lane, I guess. Where the bushes are, it's safe.
I guess. I'm talking more left to right than up to down. Or, you know. For example, is it safe to stand here?
No.
Is it safe to stand here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So based on the wave control stuff we were talking about before, we want the wave to be here.
Yeah.
How do we make it end up here? Because right now, these are coming and these are coming. It's going to be neutral. What can we do to make it end up here rather than here?
Last hit it, just not hit it.
Yeah, if he hits the wave and we don't, it's going to push.
Okay.
Some other thing, if he's trying to not push into you as well.
Okay.
Something that's really overlooked, which I'll show you, is that in these situations, if you want to be safe and let him push into you, if you just walk here and stand here,
okay,
is it going to kill you if you eat 1 Q of damage? No. It's going to hurt a little bit. But if he Qs you there, he's Qing these minions as well. So then it's going to push into you.
Yeah.
So if you want to play safe, you can often walk into his creeps and just take 1 spell and then back off. And then it'll just start pushing into you because he's hit the creeps. This is something you can look to avoid when... Like here, if you stood on your cannon and made him Q you, he would hit your entire wave and then it would definitely push. But he's hitting it more than he needs to anyway. Yeah, I would probably try to get him to Q me in this wave. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh, I missed the cannon. That's rough.
Yeah.
Did we... I think you just needed to press W here, unless it had already... Have a look. Yeah, you just need to press W. Because...
Oh, you can press W? I never... No,
if you press... You have one recast of it, and it recenters it around you, so it'd be like this. It happens automatically after a delay if you walk out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought it wasn't like a recastable ability. I thought it was just like you gotta just walk out to like get the other part of it. I didn't know you can like recast it.
You kind of. I mean, he walked into it, I think, but that would stop him being able to walk into it if you W'd, I think. Maybe he would still be in it.
Oh, I didn't know that you can recast it actually.
Yeah, that's a good thing to know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's treat a death as a recall, right?
Okay.
Is this a good or bad recall right now?
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
So this is a time where you really don't want to die.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we look at what we die for,
I died for a cannon.
Yeah, I mean, I would also. I would kill this cannon and not die, right? How would I do that? Because I know he's probably going to try to kill me when I go for this cannon.
Yeah. How would I not die from a cannon?
Yeah, how are we going to get this cannon without dying?
I would just queue it, but...
Yeah. We'll walk up, we'll queue it, and then we can E out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Why are you not able to do that here?
Because I think it's just... Well, for me, I think it was just too far away from me. So
you just queued that other minion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There was no threat.
There was no point. Yeah.
So try to really have your baseline as CSing the minion with auto attacks, And then for the ones
Yeah.
that you're being pressured on by Mordekaiser, you can Q those. But for the ones that he's
Okay.
not pressuring you on, just last hit them with autos.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I'm telling you in this session as well. It's recorded, so
Yeah. Oh. Hello? I can't hear you. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you anymore. I'll rejoin back again. 1 second. Hello? Hello? Nope.
hello?
Hello? Hello. I can hear you.
Yeah, my PC randomly decided that my microphone didn't exist anymore. I just had to unplug it and
Oh.
plug it back in.
Oh. I thought it was me,
How
but
weird.
I was like, oh, hello?
Okay, yeah, I was just saying, don't worry if it takes a long time to implement all the different things.
Yeah.
So for now, in your matchups where there are some matchups as Gwen where you can kill people a lot. But in a lot of matchups, she is playing to scale. That's kind of how her champion works.
Yeah.
And for champions that want to play to scale, what we want to do in lane is spend as much time. If we break the lane down into like, hang on, let me zoom out so we can see the whole lane. If we break the lane down into 4 sections, right? We'll draw a line here, and then we'll draw some lines separating. Okay, so we've got this one. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. We want to spend as much time in 4 as possible. Ideally, we'd be in 3. We don't really want to be in 2, and we definitely don't want to be in 1.
Okay.
So for our wave management, we're wanting to keep the wave in 3 and 4 as much as we can.
Sure.
This is something that I do a lot on Nasus. So if you watch a lot of my Nasus videos, I'll be doing that because Nasus is another scaling champ, right? I'm trying to keep the wave in 3 and 4.
Yep.
So what's happening here is very good because yes, you're in 1, right? But you only need to be in 1 for a second, right? You're coming into 1, you're crashing the wave, and now it's going to bounce back, and then the wave's going to come back to 3 and 4.
Yep.
This is good. What we don't want to be in, the worst position to be in, you remember we were talking about freezers, if it's frozen here, which was in zone 2, I think, then it's like, okay, that's nasty. That's what we really want to avoid. So to simplify your laning phase, for now, we'll definitely look at more dynamic stuff. The longer you play the game for, the more different things you're going to notice. But if the wave is neutral, like this, then what you can look to do is have him hit the wave. You can do this by standing in the wave and getting him to throw spells at you. Or you can just, and you want to just try to hit the wave as little as possible, right?
Yeah.
Another thing you can sometimes do, which is very cheeky, is in this position, if he wasn't here, right? If a neutral wave is coming, you can drag his minions into this bush.
Yep.
And that will change where they meet. They'll be there instead of there, and then that will make it push into you. That's something else you can do. These are all things that I do to get the wave coming towards me as Nasus. Because I always want the wave coming towards me, so I can keep catching waves. And farming under tower, it's kind of... like, when you start doing it a lot, it's scary because you're like, oh, I'm going to miss these minions. The more you do it, the more you're so happy that you're farming under tower. Because you can't die while you're farming under tower. If you're playing a scaling champ and you're farming under tower, you're happy. Because you're just getting free CS. As long as you can navigate the puzzle of farming under tower, and get all the minions, it's a really nice place to be. Okay, so this spot right here is happy, right? We're chilling.
Yeah.
Wave's coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna farm it under tower.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of sad again. Why is this sad now? Why is this bad for us?
It gotta be central again, or it would just be central or pushing into him.
Yeah. So
if he didn't hit it.
How do we exactly? That's one thing. So how can we get out of that position and get it so that we're safe again?
But yeah, just stand in the minion wave, so he has to hit me and the minions if he wants to deal damage to me, I guess.
That's one thing you can do. What are you gonna do if he just doesn't?
Well, if he doesn't, well, can't I just hit him so that he has to?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but he could just back all the way off, and then you'd have to follow him, and then he can hit you outside your minion wave because you followed him. The main thing I do is if he doesn't push this back into me, if he just last hits, I will also just last hit. What will that do? If the wave is pushing towards him, and I'm just last hitting, and he's just last hitting, what's going to happen?
Won't it just be freezing?
No. Well, maybe from here because he's hit it. But if it was just 6 minions versus 6 minions...
Yeah, if it's 6 minions.
It's going to push this way, right?
Oh, yeah.
This wave's going to build up and get bigger because they're coming faster, they're killing minions faster.
Yeah.
I'm going to let it keep building until it gets so big that he couldn't hold it. And then I'll just kill all the minions and just let the minion wave walk down on its own. Because it's going to be so big that if he held it, he would lose all his health, and then I can probably kill him anyway.
Yeah.
So those are my two ways out of this position. Now in this case, he just pushed it into you again, so you're happy.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is what you want.
Yeah.
There, you could have pre-hit that minion to get it under the tower. And I would not... I mean, that's actually a really good trade, so fair enough. I would generally not trade unless it's a good trade. That was a good trade, so fine. Yeah, I mean, again, we're in a neutral wave. A lot of the time, people might just have no idea of how to exploit you trying to free scale. Like this guy, he's just pushing into you for free, and you're just farming a lot for free.
Yep.
Is it a problem that you missed this minion here that died?
To me, or just
no,
to me, I would for me, I would try to get every minion, no matter what it is. I just try to get it, but. If I was playing if I was playing Vladimir, I would definitely try to get that minion no matter what. I would try to get it because as Gwen, obviously I looked at it and was there's not even worth it. But if I was playing Vladimir, let's say this was Vladimir, I would just go in, Q it, and if he tries to hit me, I'll just W out and just walk out, and then just repeat until. Until the minion.
Then you're putting your W on a 20-second cooldown to get one minion now. The main thing, if you try to last hit them but miss them, right? You might miss one, you might miss two.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's only going to be one. Sometimes it's even 0.
Yep.
If minions are in 0, 1, or 2, I would basically never get them unless he gives you loads of space. But the one thing to bear in mind is that you always want to get the XP. The XP is way more important than the gold.
Okay.
If they're in 3, it's maybe I can get it, and then in 4 and 5, you can definitely get the groups.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for the minions to be in this zone, and then I'm last hitting them. If they're here, as long as it's coming towards me, I'll just get the XP and wait.
Okay.
So for this one, I'll see if I can get it. But ideally, I wouldn't want to take that Q. So I would just take the XP on it, I think.
Okay.
Okay, here I would just immediately walk here, stand here, recall, and teleport back to lane.
Okay. Well, I would just instantly recall.
It's up in 16, so maybe I'd try and do it next wave. Yeah, I think what you're doing is fine. But I would have the plan that I want the base TB ready. She's going to try and die with you.
I had no plan of just recalling. I would think when the wave is gone, I would recall.
Okay, I mean, that actually went about as well as possible, so that was very nice. But yeah, if we play like this, you're going to get a fairly consistently nice scaling.
Okay. Cool.
Once you get one item, though, and in some good matchups, I would like you to try to also win rather than just do this. But this is all this stuff, if you get behind, you can scale easily by doing this.
Yeah.
Generally, what I would say is we'll take another look at the first 3 levels or so. For the first 4 waves, I would try to win. If you can't win the first 4 waves, then you can start playing to scale, and maybe you can get some kills at level 6 with your ult and your ignite, like we were talking about before. It's like a good time for you to go fight.
Okay.
But we'll take another look at the first 4 waves and look at what he does and why it makes him win.
Okay. Yeah.
And what we could do to win it.
Yeah.
And then we can decide whether we're trying to win the lane or scale through the lane. So the first thing is obviously we take this Q and then he trades, which is not ideal. If we dodge that Q, we can walk in and Q him. More importantly, I mean, losing the health is quite bad, but more importantly, he now has push. So at this point, I've already decided, like for me, I've lost the first 4 waves because he's going to get level 2 first, and then he could get level 3 first, and then it's like, okay, yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling for now. But if we can get control of the wave and get level 2 first, what we can look to do is like queue people when they go for last hits, get level 2, and then we can, as soon as we get level 2, so let's say I'm Mordekaiser here, right?
Yeah.
As soon as this minion is gonna die, even before it's even dead, I'm gonna be walking at you.
Okay.
Like this. I would just stand here and just fight you. I probably wouldn't even come back for this minion. I would just keep control. Luckily he pushed a bit fast. If this next wave comes and it's stuck here, then there's another wave that he's going to be able to like push you away from. But yeah, you're chilling. I would try to do what he did in the first couple of levels. I've tried to get level 2 first and use that, and then you can usually use that to win lane.
Okay.
Or maybe show you some... We can maybe do custom games, and I'll show you some examples of that.
Yeah, because like I don't like half the time I wouldn't even bother fighting. Like I don't even try to engage with any fight if I know I can do well in late game because all the games are like late. But yeah, I just don't. I need to learn how to do stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, this is a good spot for you to be in now. This wave has crashed. This is going to be... That was like a lot of laning phase stuff. I also want you to have a game plan in the mid to late game. Okay.
Yeah.
Ideally, you'd get this tower earlier. I really like getting this tower in top lane. Once it's down, lane phase is kind of over. He's had it down for a while, so he's had more options than you for a while. At this point, these waves are going to go crash into this tower.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go and do stuff around the map, okay? So there's lots of things you can do. There's one thing in particular that was happening right now that I would... At this point in the game, I think you should always be at the dragon.
Okay.
You have a couple of ways of doing that. You can either TP it.
Yeah.
Or you can walk there, and then if you need to TP back after, you can. Or you can just not use your TP if you're able to walk there. But yeah, I would look to be at all the dragons. But every time you crash this wave into this turret, you've got freedom, right? Some useful things you can do. You could take an enemy jungle camp. That's like a nice... You can pretty much always do that if it's there. It's pretty easy. You just take a jungle camp. Enemy jungle's a bit further behind. You're a bit further ahead, right? You can do the objective that's near you. This will probably be Herald a lot of the time until it's Baron. Once it's Baron, you're not really going to be able to do Baron anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. You can gank mid lane. A lot of the time, 2 or 3 people are going to be trying to push mid on the enemy team, and you can come behind them. And if your team are in front of them, suddenly they're like pincered in. That's a very good thing for you to do when you've got this wave pushed. Or you can walk down and you can try and play dragon. Or, you know, you're trying to do things for the game, not for your lane anymore. Now, at this point, you said that you were thinking about the wave. And what I want to do is I want to go into the practice tool and just show you why that doesn't matter. just so that you've got like
Okay.
an actual visual representation of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't really care about my runes. I do kind of want alacrity though, so that I attack a bit faster. There we go. Because I want to kill the tower. Right, I'll try to make this as quick as possible.
Yeah.
We'll just get some money. I'll have some items. I'll buy attack speed boots actually, that'll help me push. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah. Elixir, let's go.
Oh yeah, let's grab an elixir as well.
Yeah.
Back when I was a doll, I really wanted to fight.
Right.
This is my chance. I only won.
Wait, I can just do this, can't I?
Yeah, can't you like kill it? Oh, does it not
I
have
can turn the ability for it to shoot off.
Oh. I thought you could like just destroy the tower or something, but I guess you can't.
Okay. There's probably too many minions here. There we go. I'm getting through it.
Yeah.
Get in there. I've only got 1 million,
Yeah.
100,000 gold. There you go.
100,000 gold. If only elixirs stacked.
Imagine.
Yeah. It's like you just have like 5 elixirs.
Okay. Tower's down.
Yeah.
I'm going to push this
Yeah.
into their T2 turret, and then I'm going to pretend I'm roaming, right? So
Yeah.
this is going to crash. I can tell by looking here.
Yep.
But I can kill these minions anyway. Okay, now there's no wave, right? So I'm just going to go and roam.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to go down here. This wave's on their tower, right? I'm not worried
Yeah.
about it. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to do a fight in mid lane.
Okay.
Ah la la, la la. Right. Fighting enemy in mid.
My turn.
Oh, I killed the enemy, and now we're gonna get, I don't know, mid tower or something. Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh wait, someone's gankable in bot. I'm gonna go down there and gank them, actually.
Alright.
Or maybe there's a dragon. Oh, I'm playing the dragon. I'm fighting it. I'm killing this guy. Right, I've been away from top for quite a while now. Right, now
Yeah.
I need a recall now. Actually, I need a recall. I've used all my mana. Okay. And now I'm gonna start heading back to top. I've been away for a while. Let's see what's going on. And then you know, I've just helped my team. Bot, bot mid. Oh look. There's a load of minions for me. Lovely. So this is what's going to happen if you crash that wave into their turret here.
Okay.
The wave's going to stack for you.
Hold the hallowed
And by the time I get here,
feels matters
like this one's coming as well now,
Yeah.
on the enemy team. So by the time I get back to here, we'll see how many minions I've got available for me to farm. Like, there's so many of them. They just stack up nicely for me. And then I can, you know, I can push it in again. Right, now I've got time to just, I can go and do whatever I want again.
Yeah.
So when you crash the wave into here, especially if this tower's down, and you can let the wave stack all the way along here. I don't know how I would ever get my tower to die in a custom game, so I don't think I could do that unless I had someone else in the game with me.
Yeah.
You can't do 2-player practice tool. But yeah, you can just you can do whatever you want, right? You can go down here, you can play for this dragon that's spawning, and then when you come back, the wave's gonna stack up and push into you.
Okay.
So that's like your mid late game stuff. Now, obviously sometimes you're gonna be here, right? And you're gonna push like this, and there's gonna be 5 people in bot lane, and then you're like, okay, well I can take this tower then, and then you take the tower. All that does, I mean, it gives you a ton of gold, right? But now when you're pushing into this one, which just makes it take it lets the minions stack even longer to get to here. So this is kind of, instead of removing this tower, I removed this tower. And if we just watch how the minions stack while I'm doing whatever, I'm just going to go around and clear some minions somewhere else. And by the time I come back to top, they're all going to have stacked up nicely for me. Like, I'm waiting to see when they get to my tower, right? How big the wave's going to be if I just if I just leave it to its own devices. I've been everywhere. I'm going on a little world tour. So, I think this is the main thing that a lot of top laners... Oh, wait. I think my minions are a lot stronger than theirs because... Yeah, my minions are 45% stronger than theirs because I've been playing a game alone. So it's not actually going to work anymore. But what would happen if my minions weren't 45% stronger than theirs and just destroying them, is that the wave would stack all the way back along here, and then you'd come back to a giant wave here. And you can just farm. So this is something that a lot of top laners don't use, and they keep themselves locked in the lane. Whereas once you've crashed it into that side lane turret in the mid to late game, you're now unlocked, and you can move around and you can do a lot. So I'd focus on mostly laning phase. Once you get out of laning phase, try to do that. Try to push your wave deep. Yeah. And then we'll move around the map and do other stuff. Yeah. Okay. And then once you've done the thing that you moved for, you can recall, you can buy items, you can go back to your top lane, and there's going to be a lovely big wave there for you.
Okay.
So let's go for another game, and let's try and keep those things in mind.
Alright. Should I just play? I'm guessing I should just play the same champ.
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play whatever champ, really. If you want to play Vlad, they do play similarly in lane. Yeah. And then I think after this one, I'll probably want to demonstrate some of the early game stuff that I was talking about with you. For like, if you feel like you can win the lane. And then from there, I think you've got a lot of things to think about and practice. To take away. Is there anything from that little review where I was talking a lot of conceptual stuff that you didn't understand?
Well, you mean like the wave man, like that? When
just
we were talking
any of it at any point.
No, I would say I like I obviously like I didn't know stuff like the leveling and all that stuff, but I think most of it's not like I didn't know about it. It's just like when someone else says it, you realize it a lot more, and like I understand it a lot more when someone's like telling you about it, basically. Because I would have never just like thought about it, to be honest, half the time.
Yeah, there's no one really makes it obvious to you. Like, the game doesn't teach you these things. It's stuff that players have just figured out by playing the game for a lot of time and like role play and stuff. Having like analysts look at the game. Okay, so you think you're going Gwen again, or are you going Vlad this time?
Um. Well,
It's
I don't know if
entirely up
it's
to you.
better. I don't know if it's better to just like. It's probably I know more about Vlad than Gwen, but I feel like if anything, I should start maining. I want to try to main Gwen, but I
Okay,
feel like
yeah,
my,
do
my
Gwen then.
yeah my Vladimir is better, but it's just like you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just because Vladimir is just a lot easier to manage than Gwen. I would
Yeah,
say
yeah.
because like all his abilities are just like straightforward. You get a Q, you get a W, you get E, and then his ult is basically like you just throw it on the ground and then it'll give you health. But for Gwen, it's just a lot harder to like. I mean, it's not too much harder, but it's a lot more to manage than Vladimir.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh wait, I just realized. I've been watching your stream on this monitor, and I'm not recording it because it's on the wrong screen. One sec.
oh,
I need to put that onto the other screen.
God, yeah.
There we go. Now it's in the video. I mean, we just got into champ select, so nothing was
Yeah.
missed. So yeah, again, I wouldn't worry too much about what you're banning. I'd just ban anything. If there's a champ that you hate,
Yeah.
you can ban it, so that
I
you're
guess
having more fun playing the game.
maybe Mordekaiser is now. Just ban Mordekaiser, maybe? I don't even know at this point.
You could like if you ban the champion you just played against as well, then you're gonna get more variety in what you play against, which is
Yeah,
also good
true.
for learning. So it's not. I don't hate that. Okay, we got the last pick. Nice.
Oh, choke off.
Yeah, this is fine. You just don't get hit by the Q and you're chilling. If you just E is Q. Oh yeah, that was another thing. Gwen's E, most of the time you want to use it to reposition. Like, having a dash is a really strong thing to have. A lot of champions struggle against champions with dashes. Mordekaiser's is one of them, right? If you can dash out of his Q and then Q him, you're going to win that trade.
Yep.
Same with Cho'Gath.
Okay.
If you can dash out of his Q and Q him, you're going to win that trade.
Okay, sure.
What I would do at level 1 is if you go your ring and you take Q and you just try to get control of the wave so that you can hit level 2 first. And if you hit level 2 while he's level 1, if you just fight him, it's going to be good for you.
Okay, cool.
Maybe if you pull it off this game, then we don't need to do the demonstration because you'll get the demonstration in this game.
Yeah.
But if not, that's fine. We'll just demonstrate it after.
So what? I should just like hit the wave, just like
Yeah, I would normally start lane phase by hitting the wave, and like versus some champions like Darius, right? If you try to push into them, they can kill you easily because they're so much stronger early. But sometimes they're not in lane on time, right? And you can just get level 2 first anyway. Sometimes that just happens. So I always see if I can get level 2 first.
Okay, cool.
Oh
my god.
Only through playing a lot of games, I think, and experiencing it will you start to realize, okay, I need to back off now. Fair enough. Sometimes you might try too hard to get the level 2 and end up in a pretty bad situation, but that's fine. It's all in the name of learning.
Yep. Where is it? Justana?
I think you should definitely be getting level 2 first, though, because Cho'Gath was in that mid lane thing.
Yeah, I
So what I
saw
would
him.
normally do is I would just stack up your Q and then go start last hitting. No, yeah. So, I wouldn't Q the wave. I would just
okay, cool.
just stack up the autos. Yeah, this is good. And now if he walks into you, you just full stack Q. Like when he goes for that CS, he's trying to Q it. Next one he goes for, yeah, good. Yeah, very good. Now you've got full control of this lane. So remember the first melee on this wave? So when this melee minion dies, you're going to skill E, and you're going to E on his face, and you're going to push him all the way out of the lane. Ready? If he walks into you, you just fight him there. Because you're level 2 into his level 3. It's okay, you'll get used to it. And then there you go, you got an advantage early, which you weren't getting last time. Now you go back to a similar thing, right? This wave's coming to you, you just let it.
Okay.
Here you had time to move, and your jungler was being fought by their jungler in his own jungle.
Oh.
You probably could have moved to that, but it's okay. I wouldn't expect you to spot that while you're thinking about so many other different things.
Oh my god, he's level 3.
Yep. That's a lot of the time that's going to happen. If you crash the second wave into his tower, he's going to be pushing the next wave faster because it's coming into you. You see how these minions, like, they're not dying, you know? You've got so much time. And you only really need to walk up if one of them's going to die. You could maybe try and queue this one. Okay. Yeah, and you missed no minions on this push.
Yeah.
And now you can just get them when they come into these. This is the good zones, right? This is where we're happy.
Yeah.
Getting hit by all that sucks. And again, now you can just wait for it to come under your tower. And now, yeah, good. The ones that haven't been touched yet, if you auto them, okay,
Yeah, okay.
it's fine. That one's going to sort itself out because... Alright, I know what I'll do after this game. Instead of the early level stuff, I'll do some last hitting under tower stuff. I think that will help you a lot when you're playing like this.
Oh. Oh, my wave is so shit.
I think you're fine though. You've got a lot of help as long as you don't get hit by his Q. Have a look at the wave, what's going on with it, so that you know what's... Okay.
He's freezing up.
Yeah, you want to push that into his tower.
Okay.
And as long as... Oh, it's coming towards you now, it's fine. And in a little bit, we're going to get our first opportunity at a kill, because we're going to have our ult plus ignite thing. So these little Q pokes you get in are very nice, because they help set up for that kill.
Yeah.
So if you walk up and Q him while he's trying to last it, good. Get ready to dodge the Q. Okay, yeah, you can W it, that works.
Oh, well, he ulted.
Yeah, so now he's got no ult if you do choose to fight him. So optimally, what I would like you to be doing in this position is last hitting the minions with your auto attacks and queuing him.
Okay.
Good. Good. He might just recall here, but if he doesn't, it's a mistake, and you can maybe kill him off it.
Oh.
Okay. Do you think he recalled?
Yeah, probably.
Then I would push.
Okay.
When you're pushing like this, try to queue all 6 minions if you can.
Okay.
It just makes it push faster. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, he got back straight away, so he must have teleported. So now we know he doesn't have his teleport. You don't have to kill this guy early either. Your champion will just become stronger than his eventually.
Yep. He's not gonna... Just leave away, please.
So yeah, in these positions, I would always try to slow push. And then while you're slow pushing like this, you can look for little Q trades. So for example, if he Qs you like that, that's very good, what you just did. If he Qs you, you can sometimes E over it and Q him in his face. Okay, you going for it? Okay, he flashed. Nice. Now just kill the wave and then it'll start coming back towards you. This is when I like you to fight as well, because you see by fighting, you've gotten the push and this is now going to crash into the tower, so it's coming back towards you.
Okay.
So you've got yourself out of the sad zone. I mean, now you have to run away. You don't really need to walk all the way down the lane. You can kind of just let them in. If he tries to stop it crashing, then you can contest it, but you don't have to walk into the tower with the minions. You can just let them do their thing. But now the wave's coming back towards you and you're happy again. So I do like when you fight on, like, as it's pushing towards them, so that it helps you push and then get it coming back towards you.
Yep.
Now, one other thing that I haven't touched on at all yet is playing around ganks.
Yep.
I'm going to give you like something to look at in your own time around that.
Yep.
Because I'm just conscious of how many things I can teach in a certain amount of time.
Yeah, of
but
course.
playing like we are like this naturally makes you hard to gank, because you see, like, when you're farming under your tower, you can't be ganked. Now it's kind of hard to gank you, and then there's only a short window of time where you're trying to force that big wave into their tower once it's stacked that you're actually gankable. So it's inherently very hard to gank you. That's why I like playing like this as Nasus, because Nasus is really easy to gank.
Mm-hmm.
But if you play like this, it's hard to gank you. And then the thing I'm going to show you is something you can study a lot. Then you'll always be able to try and figure out where the enemy jungler is. It's all about jungle tracking. But we'll forget about that for now. We'll just focus on these things. And I'll just give that to you as like almost like homework to go away with. You can look at it whenever you feel like it. If you ever want to get good at jungle tracking, then you've got it there for you. Blame me for that. I'm talking to you. You've got other things in your head. Fine though, your CS is good, and at no point in this game have you ever been at threat of dying, really. So, like here, you can probably look for a little bit of a fight. The other good thing is that if you fight when you're pushing into them, if the fight goes wrong, you can just recall anyway, because you've already pushed the wave.
It's not even killable.
Yep. And now it's neutral. So how do we get it to come towards us if it's neutral?
Let him try to push.
Yeah,
Well,
okay,
he's
he's hitting
already,
it, yeah.
so
There you
already
go.
hitting it.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. He's hitting it, so you're chilling.
Did you even try to stop him from backing?
Stop who from backing? Oh, the Cho'Gath? Nah, if he wants to back, you just let him back, and then... I mean, if you stop... I'd say stopping his back is generally good. I just wouldn't... I wouldn't tell you to always go for it, because there's times when it can get you killed and ruin everything. So for now, I would probably say no, but if you can just stop it for free, then yeah, go for it. If he's trying to recall now, by the way, one thing you can do is just kill this whole wave before your wave comes, and then just recall instantly now. You don't have to, but it's an option. Like, if he's recalled, you can push the next one too if you want to. But you're basically doing the same recall as him now. I just wanted to make you aware that that's something you can do.
Yeah.
Because now the wave's not pushing either way, it's just neutral. So it's just... let's say you can't find a good recall. This is your neutral recall that you can do.
Okay. Oh, the boots are there. Oh, he's already got one item.
Nice. For now, I would avoid letting him auto-attack you so that he doesn't stack up the Heartsteel thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Once you've got your full item, then you can look for another Ignite ult fight, and you can probably kill him. Especially if you've got some poke down on him already. But yeah, he's a very tanky champ, and your champ doesn't have too much damage until you start getting some items.
Yeah.
Once you've got your items, though, you will absolutely melt him, so...
Yeah.
Now, on the gank, you have ult and ignite, so you can probably go for this. Ah, it's a shame that hit.
He flashed.
Yep. Only thing I would
Okay.
tell you there is to try to use your Q on cooldown. You see how low it is?
Yeah.
Try to keep it on cooldown when you're fighting people.
Okay.
Even if you're like, oh, I've only got I've only got one stack or something. Something that I'll notice a lot of Gwen players do is they'll dash in and then start stacking up their Q, and then they'll
Yeah.
use the Q. But what you can actually do is dash in, Q, start stacking up your
Yeah.
Q, and then by the time you've stacked it, you've got another Q because of how low the
Yeah.
cooldown is. Nice, very good.
Oh. I mean, Kazakh shouldn't be around, but he got vision there, bro. No.
Another thing I would say, a small thing, is just
Mm.
it's learning how much your items cost based on what you've got. Now you can always
Yeah.
just open your shop and see it, but if you ever can complete your full item, I would look to push and recall. If this guy's killable, I would kill him.
I don't think it's killable. Like,
Oh, yeah, it's fine. So I think you can afford your item right now. So I'd probably just go and get your item. Yeah, the Nash's Tooth. Because that's a very big spike for Gwen. Yeah, just grab the little magic resist thingy as well for your boots. There you go. And now you're a lot stronger. Like, you only spent 600 gold on this item to complete it, but the difference between having it completed and having the components is massive. Like, completed items
Okay.
are very, very strong.
there's no point. It's too
Yeah.
risk.
Yep, when this is the right thing for you to do, by the way, is pushing when stuff like this happens. Because then he has to come back, or he's going to miss all these minions to the tower.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do I ever try to? I don't even want to.
No, she can jump away. The only time I would fight her is if she jumps on you, because then she can't jump away.
Okay. Do I push? I don't.
Okay, so we've got Ignite coming back up, so if we can get any poke while we're playing this, then we can maybe look for another. And when we're fighting, we're just trying to do as many Qs as possible, and we're always trying to hit with the center of the Q, because that will absolutely shred him. Good. So you can definitely fight now, because his Q is on cooldown. I'll probably look for another Q here. Yeah, you can go now, because his Q's on cooldown. Okay, we hit with the side of the Q. It's not ideal. The center does so much more damage
Okay.
than the side. It's alright. I like getting you to try to fight once you've got your item, so that you can practice it. You've got ult and ignite. I'd probably take that fight. Okay, there's a Kha'Zix there.
Oh.
I think you could have fought that. Definitely, once you've got your first item, and from that point onwards, we're going to be looking
Okay.
to try and do the pushing out the wave thing, and then we can move.
Okay.
But I would just try. A lot of the time, it's not going to be good, but just try to fight a lot. Just try to fight champions so that you're building
Okay.
your like knowledge of how fighting champions goes. Just keep practicing fighting champions. Not so much in lane, because if you mess up early in lane, you can really throw your entire game. But once you've got your first item, just keep trying to fight people. Mostly after you've pushed your wave, so that after you've tried to fight them, even if you die, right, you can just go back and collect the big wave that's stacking for you.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to be fighting a reasonable amount, just so that we're practicing it. You're gonna have to. Oh, never mind. He just one shot you with his ult. He flashed, I guess. That's kind of like the Mordekaiser death, like because you walked up without ult into him with ult.
Okay.
Okay. So there, when you went on Cho'Gath at the end, that was an example where I'd like you to queue first.
Okay.
Because you dashed in, stacked up your Q, and then queued. But what you can actually do is dash in, queue, stack up your Q, queue. And then you get more queues.
Sure. Oh well.
Is okay. As for how every fight goes, I'm not going to touch
Yeah.
too much on it so far, because
Okay.
for you to focus on that, I just want you to get a lot of experience doing it. So just keep fighting people. Like, you fight this guy, and then think about, if you lose, think about how you could have won. So, for example, if you spent less time inside of his circle, that would be very good.
Yeah.
But you won anyway. Nice.
Yeah.
So I like you being here right now because the side lanes are pushed in, so it's good.
Yeah.
And then the waves will eventually come back to you, and then you can go collect them, and then you can be, practicing your fighting again.
Yeah.
And eventually, if you keep doing this, you'll reach a point where you're good at fighting them. So you'll push your side lanes in and be in a good position to fight, and then you'll go fight them and you'll kill them, and then you can go back and get your side lanes, and then you can go fight them again, and you can just keep doing
Yeah.
that, and it'll be really good. It just adds a lot more structure to your game that way.
Mhm.
You don't lose farm by grouping up as well. You could have a go at fighting him. You want?
Uh,
As long as you're dodging his Qs, it shouldn't be too bad.
have him dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, if you practice fighting him and you practice dodging his Qs, because that's the thing that could have been better when you fight him, right? Every time it's, if I dodged his Q. Because it's quite a hard spell to land, Cho'Gath Q.
Yeah.
I think a big part of why you're not dodging them is that you didn't have the confidence to walk into him to dodge it. But
Yeah.
as long as the Q's missing you, it doesn't really matter. That you can turn back around and walk the other way to dodge it. Yep, that's some damage. So you're getting there. And if you keep fighting people as well, based on what items you've got, you'll start learning when you can and can't kill people, and like how much damage your spells are going to do and stuff like that. Nice.
Oh my god. That reached.
I'm also not too concerned about whether you're winning or losing games at this point. It's mostly about
Yeah.
creating good practice.
Yeah.
And thinking about the right things as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what we're going to look at now is some of that early laning stuff and CS in under tower. That's going to be the last couple of things. And then I'm going to give you that resource for jungle tracking as well, just so that you've got that. Yeah, and then you've got a lot of things to go away and practice, and it's going to take a lot of time.
Yeah.
So don't worry about the fact that it might feel like it's taking ages, or if you find that you're struggling with other things while you're thinking about new things, don't worry about that either. Let me invite you. What was the little number at the end of your thing again?
34344.
Thank you. Okay. So, I guess you want to be like, do you have Cho'Gath?
And
I
don't
can
think so. No.
Okay.
Well, I can check.
Okay, we'll just both do Gwen, right?
Okay, cool.
And I'll just try and show.
Scissors ready. All right, everyone. First, we must win. After, I'll be glad to fix any clothes, hair, or broken spirits.
Why do I have unflinching? How did that happen? That's not the right rune. Oh well. A weird rune.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Oh, what?
How are we gonna do last hit in under tower? I guess just in training mode.
30 seconds
Okay.
until minions spawn.
Oh, why am I? Oh. Maybe if I close this.
Yeah,
No.
I might have to close my stream. I don't know if I can now.
Yeah, it could be because I'm screen sharing on Discord, actually. Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, that's
Break
why
as many
I'm
needles as
getting
it takes to get
a
this
lot of
right.
FPS. Can I close my one or not?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Alright.
We're both in the game, so it's fine now. Okay,
Okay.
I've been having issues with my ping recently.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, my
still having
FPS
issues
is
with my
like
ping, but it's fine. I can still show the concept. It's not a problem.
No time
my
for
FPS is like 300. So
I've got to make each footprint mean something. I heard
Okay, so
something.
now I have control of this wave, right? If
Yeah.
you walk up, I've got a 4-stack queue ready for you. So it's kind of difficult for you.
yeah.
I run with scissors.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can use that to win
Okay.
the early lane.
Alright.
So this is what you're looking to do if you get control of the wave. Okay, so I kill this minion, I get level 2, and I just go on you.
Yeah.
I push you all the way away from the wave.
It's real.
You walk back in, I snip you,
Get it.
and now I have full control.
Okay.
And again, if you walk up, I'm just going to go on you. Now I'm hitting 2 minions here to get my level 3.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use my level 3
The
to
struggle
deny you even more.
is gone.
Okay, and then now what I can do from here is if I want to, I can just base because I crashed it, or I can go and do something.
Okay.
My own misty
Yep.
Yeah, I have options.
Okay.
Oops, I flashed instead of teleporting, but... So yeah, now what I'm going to look to do... This is sort of the next step in having the winning early lane. I'm going to try and stop you crashing the wave, because that's what you want to do now, right? To get your
Yeah.
recall.
I mean, yeah.
I won't.
So I'm just gonna let this come into me, and I'm just gonna hold it here.
Okay.
And now you can't crash the wave. This is a very good position for me. Like this is, I've put you in the sad spot while I'm ahead.
I certainly endured far worse than this.
And now I think you probably have to base and teleport, or I would just kill you.
Yeah.
And then you have to come and find a way to break this little freeze that I've got going on. So this is what you can do when you win the lane early.
Yeah.
Don't waste a minute.
So if you're losing early, I would respect so that you don't end up in this position. Because the reason I was able to hold this against you is because you were low health, right? So if you tried to come and push on when it's your turn to push, if you tried to push, I can fight you and kill you.
Yeah.
Seeing my dress
But if you don't lose the health, then I can't fight you and kill you.
Okay.
You can actually
Nice.
fight and push the wave, and then you can recall.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is what you can do when you're winning. And now you feel how hard it is to play, right? From the other side, if someone executes this against you, like
It'll be quite fun cutting them down.
I can even do stuff like this,
Yeah.
and now you're losing all the experience. If you do recall off of your first crash, like I did, I would always pick up this item that I have, the Dark Seal. It's very, very good to pick up early. It's just very stat efficient for a cheap item, and it scales extremely well if you're snowballing. So yeah, this is how I play from ahead. And then what I'm going to look to do now is if we just keep going for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I will experience everything like I never could before.
I'm going to look to find... I accidentally forgot to take Ignite, so I don't have my Ignite to do it. What I'm going to do is, when you're walking up, I'm going to look for some pokes on you.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking to hit my level 6, keep the wave here, so I'm going to drag it into this bush so it doesn't crash into my tower. And then I'm going to look to go on you at level 6 with my ult, which is going to be in just a sec. And now I can pressure you again, because if you walk up, I'll kill you with my ult. And I just keep this pressure the whole lane.
Okay, cool.
It's like my level 2 snowballed into my level 3, which snowballed into holding the wave, which snowballed into getting my ult first, which is now snowballing into pushing you off this wave. You keep the pressure on. So if you can win your lane, you can do this. Otherwise, you can play in the way that I was teaching before to try and scale. There's not too many matchups where Gwen's actually favoured and can do this.
Okay.
Yeah, then you can chase down and kill. Okay, last thing will be last hitting on the tower.
Okay.
So if I turn my stream back on, so my share screen back on.
Yeah. Should I just exit this? Oh,
Yeah, you can. And then I'm going to have to go, because I have another coaching thing to go and do at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, no problem. Oh.
So to practice last hitting under the tower, it's going to be fairly easy, but it takes a little bit of time, which is annoying.
Yeah.
You just go into training mode like this, start the game, pick your Gwen.
Scissors ready.
Okay. Load in. And then you need the wave under your turret, so to do that, I would do this. I can turn off my cooldowns and my mana, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. Fast forward a little bit to get the minions spawning. The minions will spawn, and then they'll start walking to lane. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push a couple of waves. Like, I'm going to let 2 waves stack and then push it into the tower, and then it'll bounce back into me, and then I can farm under tower when it gets here.
Okay.
So it'll take a little bit of time to bounce back.
Tools are
What
restored.
is this minion doing?
She'll always be with me.
Whoa, he's the fastest minion I've ever seen. What is that? Let him go.
Man, he wants to tank. He wants to tank everything.
Oh wait, they've got one too. They've got a fast minion.
They're trying to stop me.
You can practice your general last hit in at the same time as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna get this wave crashed shortly. I have no cooldowns, so.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'll wait, and this will bounce back into me.
Yep.
Eventually. And then it will eventually be under your tower. There must be... I say there must be a quicker way of doing this. I actually don't know if there is. This might be the quickest way you can actually do this. And just wait for it. But the basics of last hitting under tower, these, if they're full HP, the melees, you just let the tower shoot them twice, and then you auto-attack them.
Yeah.
The casters, if they're full HP, you need to auto-attack them, so the tower can hit them once, and then you can auto-attack them again.
Okay.
Sometimes your minion wave will be there, and your minions will auto them, so you don't need to do it. Like, they'll do the first one for you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can see that happen. I'll turn off my cooldown hack now, if we're going to be doing last hitting under tower practice. But there we go, we've got a wave coming back to me now, and then I'll try and last hit under the tower.
Okay.
And hopefully not miss too many of them. This also kind of shows how few minions you miss if you just let it come towards you as well. Like, I only had to walk up and get 2 of them. Ah, another wave here, so we've got to wait for this one. Yeah, this is a good exercise for you to do.
Yeah.
Because you will find yourself last hitting under tower a lot. So this one... This should be okay. Yeah, so this is gonna need 2 tower shots. This is gonna need 1. This is gonna need 2.
Okay. Yep.
While I can go and sort other ones while... Oh, these minions might mess up this one. No, they didn't. This is fine. This is fine. I'll reset on that one. Grab that one and queue those, and then I'll grab that one. But it's like a little puzzle as for how you're gonna get them all.
Yeah. It's just like the order of how you do it.
Yeah, yeah. And do you know how the tower targeting works?
Isn't it just closest minion?
It's closest one. It will always do cannons, then melees, then ranged. Always. So even if a ranged walks past these, it will still do cannons, then melees, then ranged.
So, okay.
So you can also see which one it's going to go on, because there's a little line showing what it's targeting, like a little beam.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you can practice that like that. Final thing, while I search for this, have you got any questions or anything you want to ask me?
No, I think everything was productive to us. It's just like...
Okay, cool.
It's basically just doing it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really?
there's a lot of practice for you. So I've got this video here. This is from another session I did. Top lane coaching, jungle tracking, never die to ganks ever again. When you feel up to it, because this is another huge topic to cover, so I wouldn't do it right now, but it's just there when you want it. I'll send that to you. And that will teach you all how to track the enemy jungle during your laning phase. So we're playing in a way that's kind of risk averse to getting ganked anyway. We're not too at risk of being ganked, but that's going to help you know where the jungler is, even if they could gank you. The idea of that is knowing where they are based on what camps they're doing and stuff. So yeah, thank you very much for the session. I hope you enjoyed it.
Could you send me the link as well, just so if I need to like rewatch it, basically?
Oh yeah, I can send you the link to this.
Just of the session, because if I need, because I might look through it again if I see if anything I have like forgotten, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm gonna end my stream now, and then that will give me the link.